Yes, you read the title right. In the new TDS event, I was absolutely getting cooked by these 2-foot ducks, bro. And on easy mode. Now, that was actually tragic. How am I losing on easy mode? Granted, I was by myself, as I always try to solo these events, but this was just something I couldn't do by myself for some reason. I could solo previous events by myself on easy mode, but this event was just special. Probably because you had to defend 2 different paths, and you had to micro both sides, and if you didn't micro one side correctly, or you defended too much on one side compared to the other, oof, you're cooked. You're just cooked. Basically, that was all of Wednesday for me, as Wednesdays are just the busiest day of the week for me, and I was just trying to rush and beat it, but I just lost over and over, so I realized I would have to wait until Thursday to really lock in. So on Thursday, or today if I was really locked in, I decided to just play with others, and I was able to beat both easy and hard with random teammates. For easy mode, we just spammed mortar and pursuit, and I got turrets, and we won pretty easily. Hard mode, on the other hand, was more of a challenge, lost a couple times, but then I realized we just had bad teammates, so when I switched teams, we won on our very first try. So that was me and my little struggle trying to beat it, but there's also cutscenes in this, and I'm gonna commentate on those. So the scene starts and we see all the ducks inside of a giant bathroom dimension, for some reason. And basically, the ducks live off of bread, and they don't have any bread. And I'm not talking about cash.
Shut your stupid...
But TDS does, which is why we had to defend our wheat the last time we had to go against these ducks. So this nerdy looking duck, uses a God Cube fragment that's been discussed in other events. I have no clue really what, but apparently it helps you travel dimensions. But yeah, they use this fragment and they literally began mobilizing for war. And the nerd duck and Adolf Duckler over here is literally preparing the population for war by saying, "We must work together to take our revenge against those who wronged us." Where have I heard this one before? So while he's giving his total war speech, us, the TDS organization, just spawn out the toilet for some reason and pull up to the ducks like this. Duckloff Dittler over here orders his ducks to attack, and this is where our match starts. Cut to us beating easy mode / also beating hard mode. On easy mode, you only have to beat Ducky Doom, and then you get the end cutscene. But on hard mode, not only do you fight Ducky Doom, but also, the nerd duck now comes out with a giant mech to try and end us. And they did get pretty close, but we managed to defeat it. And I'm gonna call this cutscene the true ending. Even though it's technically like the exact same cutscene, it just has a different destroyed object in the beginning of it. So basically, the duck's wonder weapon is completely destroyed, leaving the nerd duck completely open and defenseless as the scout pulls up, ready to send his rubber ass to the afterlife. But for some reason, he just couldn't do it. And I don't know why, to be honest. Seeing what this duck has been pulling off a few minutes ago, I wouldn't hesitate to pull that shit 10 times over. But instead of killing him, or even taking him prisoner, we hire him as a scientist for the TDS organization by bribing him with some bread. But with that, we unlock the biologist tower. Here is all of her levels. She's basically just an engineer, but instead of plopping down sentries, she plops down flowers. The sunflowers and the petal-looking flowers, I don't know what they're called, are like the DPS. They have lower fire rates, I think shorter ranges, but do a lot of damage. While the Ivy does less damage, but it has more range, and I'm pretty sure it also poisons enemies, but I'm not too sure, because as of making this, the wiki has not been updated, despite it being a whole ass day later. So, y'all wiki guys need to get onto that. And it also has a placement limit of 8. And with that, that's all the stuff for the TDS Easter event. There is skins, but I don't care about skins, so if you do care about skins, find someone else who does, because you won't find any of that here. Once again, another short one, but it's a quickie, as it's just an event video, nothing else too special going on. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!